Today's Red Dane top tip is on colostrum management and the feeding of calves. The colostrum is so vital to the future of your calf. A calf is effectively born with no immune system. It is vulnerable to every disease on the farm until it gets that colostrum into it. So very important, as soon as the calf is born, we like to get it into the calf within 20 minutes to half an hour. You want to have fed that calf a decent volume of colostrum, say 2.5 to 3 liters to a normal sized calf. So there are a couple of options. The one is, as the cow calves, you bring her in and milk her and give her that colostrum. Another option is to have a store of colostrum like we have here, so that if the mother doesn't have enough colostrum or the quality is not good enough, we have some. So what I want to show you this morning is that we've got our colostrum store there, and we're going to take out one, and this is just kept in the fridge. We can keep it in the fridge for up to 5 days, and so it's always ready as you need it. What we do, please may I have a bucket? What we do is we put the date that the cow that we got the colostrum from, the date that we got it, and we put the quality of the colostrum. And I'll show you with a colostrum meter how we measure the quality. We then take it, obviously it's at between 2 and 4 degrees in the fridge, and we now need to bring it up to 37 degrees before we feed it to the calf. Please can you do your thing? Thank you. So we use these buckets that are nice, they seal, and what we're doing here is measuring the right quantity. For this particular calf, it's not that big, so we're just going to give it 2.5 liters of colostrum. Do you notice the thickness and the consistency of the colostrum? Very important. You want that. It's very different to the milk, and the cows tend to produce this for the first 2 to 3 days. But the first colostrum is the best. That's full of antibodies. The mother will be passing on everything that the mother's been vaccinated from will be in the vaccinated for, beg your pardon, will be in the colostrum. So we need a good source of hot water so that we can heat it up. It's always a challenge on a farm, actually, on a dairy farm, to have enough hot water. We use solar geysers, boilers, electric geysers, or you can use a fire boiler, so that you've always got hot water on hand to bring the colostrum up to the right temperature. While we bringing the colostrum up to temperature, I'll show you some of the equipment we use. The best is to use one of these milk bar colostrum feeders. Always use the yellow teat. The yellow teat is softer than the black teat, and we recommend using this for the first 1 to 2 days. Because the colostrum is so thick, this has a slightly bigger hole, and we sometimes even enlarge the hole to make it just a little, to make it easier for the calf to drink the colostrum quickly. It's so important to get the colostrum in it. If you did have a weak calf that is unable to drink it, we sometimes even tube it in, but that's something that needs to be done by trained people, and I'm not going to show that today. The other thing that you need is an accurate thermometer. We prefer the digital ones because they're easy to read, and we'll be checking as we warm up the milk to make sure we get it to the right temperature. So we're bringing it up from 4 degrees to 37 degrees. The other thing that, while it's thawing, I'd like to show you is I think it's called a colostrometer, which is basically this meter here, and what that does is measure the density of the colostrum, making sure that it's good enough. It has numbers on it, and we make sure that it's within the range that we need. You can see it's got green, white, and red. Obviously, you want it to float in the green level. There's not actually enough colostrum in here to measure it. I just want to show you with a bucket of a full bucket how it floats, and you want to make sure it's in the green. If it sinks right down, basically it's not colostrum, it's more like milk, and you're not going to get what you need out of the colostrum. So Maybe let's put it on the table here. So there you can see that's a very good quality colostrum where it's floating right out and the right at the bottom of the green. It's excellent colostrum. That's why we've stored it. We only keep the best colostrum. Any cows if it would float down into the red, then obviously it's not good colostrum. So it's very important when you're measuring your colostrum using the colostrometer that you do it at the 37 degrees. The way it floats will be affected by the temperature. So now we've now heated the colostrum up to 30. We'll take it up to say 38 or 39 degrees, so that by the time we get it into the calf, it's got to the 37 that we're after. It's very important that you don't use water that's too hot. Don't use water that's over 50 degrees, as you might damage the colostrum on the outside. Particularly, in this case, we're using colostrum that's been stored in a fridge. But depending on the size of your herd and how often your cows are calving, you can freeze it, and you can literally freeze it indefinitely. The only problem with that is the thawing of frozen colostrum takes a lot longer, and you've got to be very careful that you don't overheat the outside of the bucket in an attempt to hurry up the defrosting. So you might have to do a number of batches of water at 50 degrees so that you gently thaw the colostrum to 37 degrees. Once we've heated the colostrum to the temperature we required, we then pour it into the colostrum feeder and take it to the calf and gently encourage her to drink the full amount. It didn't all fit in there, so we'll put the rest in once she's drunk this. These colostrum feeders do leak out the lid, so it's important not to pour them. You just put it at that angle there. The reason they leak is because we need the air to get in so that it doesn't restrict. We don't cause a vacuum. So we just hold it at a gentle angle like that, and the calf will drink quite comfortably. Doing it too far over, you will get a bit of leaking and waste your colostrum. For the first couple of feedings, we use the hand feed colostrum feeder, but thereafter, as soon as the calf's up and active, and you've got it in its individual pen for the first few days, we use the easy lock single feeder, and again with the yellow teat for the first couple of days, and this then clips onto the side of the pen, and the calf can drink by itself while you get on and do your other chores around the farm.